Who is this powerful race of women who fight alongside Diana against enemy invaders?
We are the bridge to a greater understanding between all men.
Get your invisible plane ready as we take a journey to examine the differences of these powerful women throughout DC Comics, animated features, and more recently filmed. The Amazon women of Paradise Island were first introduced in 1941 in All-Star Comics number 8, which also served as an origin story of Wonder Woman. This race of immortal superwomen lived in peace for centuries under the watchful eye of Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and away from the world of man. The youngest and most powerful of the Amazons, Princess Diana, left the protection of the Amazon nation and renounced her immortality in order to fight the evil of man's world as Wonder Woman. Did you know that Wonder Woman's tribe of warriors didn't always live in the pages of DC Comics? They have been part of Greek mythology for thousands of years. They may have even existed in reality. According to the Smithsonian, there exists artifacts which may prove that a tribe of women ruled at one point in time. In the pages of Greek mythos, these women lived in Asia Minor as daughters of Ares and Harmonia. These Amazons share in common the struggles of their DC counterparts, battling Hercules and his band of men. Prior to the Crisis on Infinite Earths comics, the Amazons ruled and all was well, until Hercules, unhappy that he wasn't able to conquer the Amazonian women, staged an attack together with his fiercest warriors. The queen of the Amazons, Hippolyte, fought Hercules and won, thanks to the power of a magic girdle given by Aphrodite. Unfortunately, Hercules was able to capture the magic girdle from Hippolyte and force all of the Amazonians into slavery. With the help of Aphrodite, Queen Hippolyte was able to retake possession of the magic girdle and overcome their oppressors. The Amazonian women took their entire fleet and set sail for a new land as Aphrodite ordered that they leave the world of man and establish a world of their own. You may have noticed those heavy bracelets the Amazon women wear. Aphrodite ordered the women to wear these bracelets of submission, as a reminder that they were once slaves of men. After sailing the seas, the Amazons found Paradise Island and settled to build a new world where they lived in peace and free of war. After defeating the Herculeans, Athena gifted the women with a magic sphere called the Goddess of Wisdom. Through this device, the women are able to view the past and present of the world of man and even see bits of the future. From these visions, they are able to surpass the inventions of present civilization. With this knowledge, they were able to create weapons and flying machines that are far more technologically advanced. In the 1980s, the Crisis on Infinite Earths comics released, creating new origin stories for all of the comics in the DC universe. The Amazons were reinvented as being created by the goddess Artemis from the souls of women who had died at the hands of men. Their bodies were also made to be stronger, made from clay and transformed into flesh and blood. They too escaped Hercules and his men to an island. However, this island is called Themyscira. In this land, they were granted eternal youth and beauty. Enter Barry Allen and his Flashpoint series of comics, which once again revises the history of the Amazons. Post-Flashpoint, we see more changes to the origins of the Amazons. Their homeland is now called Paradise Island, and it was before the Crisis on Infinite Earths comics. In these comics, Hippolyta is the biological mother of Diana and her biological father is Zeus. However, Hippolyta keeps her father's name a secret in order to protect Diana from Zeus's wife Hera. Following the conclusion of the Flashpoint series, DC relaunched all of their superhero comics, and the Amazons were also given new life in the New 52 comic series. There, Diana was revealed as the daughter of Zeus and Hippolyta, which differed from the previous incarnations where she was formed from the clay of Themyscira by her mother. Rather than having Diana be the last Amazon and granting all the women on the island the gift of immortality, the new story of the island involves mating to keep the island running. In these comics, the Amazons left the island 3 times a century to mate with men. During these times, the women would raid passing ships and conceive with the men on board the ships. The men were later murdered to keep the island safe from the outside world. This story arc was very controversial and scrapped in the most recent revamp of DC Comics, the Rebirth series. In the Rebirth reboot, Diana leaves the island in search of her long-lost twin brother Jason. The Amazon women tell Diana that she can never return to the island once she leaves. Common to all of the versions of the Amazon story, Princess Diana chooses to leave. There have been many iterations of the Amazons on the small screen, whether it's been in live action or animated. We will delve through a few of the most important instances where the Amazon women have graced our TV screens. It all began with the first Amazon woman, Princess Diana, in her debut in the world of animation in the TV cartoon series The Brady Kids, a spin-off of the hit TV show of the time, The Brady Bunch. The cartoon shows Diana rescuing a sunken ship and bringing it to the shore, as well as participating in some Olympic-type games. In live action, the 1974 Wonder Woman TV film has Diana turn into a secret agent, where the island of the Amazons is shown for only 4 minutes. In this version, the Queen of the Amazons is depicted as an almost head of a spy agency, giving Diana a secret mission to leave the island and head to the land of men. And of course, who could forget the Linda Carter version? In the series of the 70s, the Amazons send Princess Diana to the world of man to help bring peace. In the world of cartoons, Wonder Woman, The Secret Origin, shows Diana's birth from clay under the guidance of goddesses Athena and Aphrodite. The Amazons in this cartoon all wear ball gown dresses, even when taking part in tournament games. The highlight of the tournament is when Diana has to stop stun rays from another Amazonian using her metal bracelets. In Amazon, Wonder Woman Bloodlines, U.S. pilot Captain Steve is taken prisoner by Queen Hippolyta due to Diana's no-men law. In a scene which shows Diana rebel against her own people, she attacks an Amazon guard to save Captain Steve from the Queen's captivity. Diana is shown to leave Themyscira with Steve to live for 5 years, only to return to save the Amazons from Medusa, who has attacked the island and killed many of the women. Once Diana saves Hippolyta from Medusa, she rewards Diana as champion of the island and decides to allow the public to enter the island for the first time. This is an extremely rare decision by the Queen of the Amazons. In the Justice League action episode Trouble in Themyscira, Superman's arch-enemy Lex Luthor enters the island in his super suit and attacks the Amazonian women in search of Hippolyta's Oculus of the Argo. A battle ensues between the two as their temple is nearly destroyed in the fight. Circe, once an Amazonian, has betrayed her tribe and teams up with Lex Luthor in an attempt to steal the Oculus of the Argo. It is said that whoever holds the Argo has the power to unleash the hands of Hercules' spell. They succeed and leave through a portal. Batman and Superman arrive at the island and search for Luthor, and even Batman shows how the mighty Amazonian women can be. Batman warns Superman to be careful of the Amazons, as they can be prickly. The Amazonians have only been in feature films for a short time, but their presence has been ever so powerful. In the 2017 film Wonder Woman, Diana is also depicted as the daughter of Queen Hippolyta and raised on the hidden island of Themyscira, which is home to the Amazons. These women are warriors created by the Olympian gods to protect mankind. The film shows Hippolyta explain their history to Diana. She explains that Ares became jealous of humanity and devised a plan to destroy it. In an attempt to stop him, Ares kills all of the other gods except Zeus, who was able to wound Ares and force him to retreat. Before his death, Zeus left the Amazon women a weapon, the God Killer, in order to prepare them for Ares' return. General Antiope begins training Diana as a warrior in preparation for that day. The film showcases the strength of the Amazons as they fight off invading German soldiers who are pursuing Captain Steve Trevor. The Amazons are able to kill off the crew, but General Antiope perishes when saving Diana. The lasso of truth is used to interrogate Captain Steve, and he reveals that there is a great world war happening beyond the island. Princess Diana gives a passionate plea to her mother, the Queen, expressing that Ares must be behind the world war described by Captain Steve. Her mother forbids her to leave the island. In a scene that shocks Captain Steve, we learn that Wonder Woman and all Amazons can speak all of the human languages. I sure wish I had those kind of capabilities during my French language exams. The greatest heroic display showcased by Amazonians in any medium is showcased in the Justice League film. We learn that many years ago, the Amazons joined the Atlanteans and humanity in fighting off an apocalyptic invasion of Earth by Steppenwolf and his large parademon army. Steppenwolf was forced to leave behind the 3 mother boxes, and each of the 3 armies took 1 mother box to prevent Steppenwolf from ever holding all 3 at once. The women face off once again in present day with Steppenwolf as he finds the location of the mother box held by the Amazons. In a scene of pure valor, the women try their best to fend off this masterful villain and his army of flying demons. We love how they work as a team, almost resembling a football team, passing the mother box from one Amazon to another. They must avoid Steppenwolf from intercepting any of them. The women try everything and risk everything in order to save the lives of mankind from the death and destruction that they know he can bring. This is why we love this iteration of the Amazon women better than those we've seen in comics, TV, and animated features. These women are ready to put everything on the line and help the world of man. Yes, they did not succeed in keeping the mother box away from him, but their valor was on full display, and that excites us to see more scenes from these brave and courageous women in Wonder Woman 1984. The Amazonians are a fierce and loyal race of warriors who either hinder or assist Wonder Woman. There may have been many changes to their origin story, but what remains throughout is their pursuit of peace. What are your favorite Amazonian moments? Do you see the Amazonians getting their own spin-off film one day? Comment below and remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notifications button for more Wonder Woman content coming your way soon.